Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful Capricorns doing today? Capricorns in the house. Capricorns. We haven't talked in a minute. You know how I love me some Capricorns. Anyway, before we dive in, we know that we have to practice on our breathing. Capricorns, are you ready to breathe? Have you breathed for the week? Have you breathed? Inhale, exhale twice, visitors. Welcome, everyone. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and then shake it off. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, Capricorns, what is going on? Spirit, speak to us on behalf of our wonderful Capricorns. Help them to gain the clarity and understanding and knowledge that they need to move and forge forward. Help them to see the signs and to listen to their intuition so they could reveal the messages that are truly meant for them. Capricorns in the house. Capricorns. What's going on with your person? No, you are very picky, Capricorns. You don't just be with any and everybody. Especially if people be wanting to come back. You always got people wanting to come back. That's a big thing for you. Speak to us and reveal. Here we go, here we do. Go. Are you excited? Shake it off. The future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. Ooh. See? They want it all. This is somebody that came back into your life and is wanting to be with you. They've been daydreaming about you. They've been thinking about you. They've been mapping out plans in their head. They want to travel with you. They want you to relocate to where they are because obviously the two of you are apart. They might be overseas. They might be somewhere in another country. They may be in another state. But your heart is being pulled in that direction. And you're trying to stay strong, but your heart is tending to attach you to that person. But you're in the mindset realm of being able to envision what it is that you want. You've been listening to your intuition. You've been following your dreams. You've been touching your dreams. They're becoming real for you. And this person that wants to be with you wants you for the long haul, not for no short-term visit. They want you to grow old with them, to be with them, spend your life with them. You all may have hiccups along the way, but because of the fact you went around the mulberry bush before you got back to this point, you missed a lot of opportunities, both of you, because of pride and ego. But this person right now has matured into the man or the woman that they are supposed to be. And you could only compliment them. This person sees a future long term with you all. And this is not your first rodeo with this person. But when you become in tune with yourself, and people don't realize how important being in tune with yourself is, that will take you over hurdles that you didn't even have to jump high on. But because of your experiences, because of the knowledge you've picked up on your journey, you know which battles you need to aim for and which ones you need to ignore. Not every battle that is meant to be fought is meant to be fought. There's some battles that you can let go, even though they upset you or even pissed you off. It doesn't matter. Forgive people because it keeps you strong for the next day. If it's not that serious, don't waste your time or waste your breath. Just let it go. But if there's value there and this is something you've invested in and looking for ROI on it, return of investment, looking for that on that relationship, then you need to stay till the end and feel your way through and find out if this person is the one for you. It's all about thinking through things. And you know when you in a relationship and you doing all the work and somebody's not there giving enough of the percentage for you all to come together, mesh and compromise. You know that. Capricorns, you stay in a relationship if it's not the relationship for you. You stay in a relationship just so you don't have to start over. It's too tiresome. You got to reintroduce yourself. You gotta share about yourself. That's why you don't dive into any and every relationship. You dive into the ones that are important to you, that you can make an investment and see that there could be a return. But if you go into something and you have your eyes closed, you don't see everything that's going on. You have to be able to look people in their face those challenges, and feel comfortable enough that that person could share those challenges with you. That's what you need to focus on. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. And that's what you have to realize, Capricorn, because this person here wants to be with you, but what didn't work, you know what? They think that the world revolves around them. They think that they're the end all be all. But you bring balance into their life. You're the kind of person that would say, you need to stop. Please stop. Please stop. And mean it. And they'll laugh it off. But you're a little direct sometimes. You're like cayenne pepper. It hits you hard. Those West Indian peppers, Scotch bonnet, it'll burn your bottom. It'll set you off. And you have to be able to control your emotions. Because some people you tolerate and some people you just won't. And you try to nip certain things in the bud, especially if it's been repetitive. Like somebody saying, okay, my ex used to say, I don't need people. I can live by myself. And then every minute they're calling because they don't want to live by themselves. It's like they feed their ego. They like to be the center of attraction. They want to be recognized. And sometimes they're not. The world does not revolve around them. And you kind of bring them back down to reality. Capricorns, you make them aware that I could or couldn't be with you. You may not be the one. You know, they need you, but they want to act like they don't. It's all a facade, it's all a game, and it's tiresome at times. And sometimes you're like, I'm not here for it. And then other times, it's like, that they try to be stronger than they are, and you give in a lot of times. And then sometimes the relationship works. Sometimes you find your mate head on, straight up. And then other times you got to get through them weeds to see if you can uncover any more gifts underneath your gift. So don't feel bad if you're not feeling somebody, because you are picky. You are picky. But I'm telling you this, when it's somebody you really like, really want to be with, everything changes. You become softer. Remember Khloe Kardashian when she was with Lamar Odom, and every time she's talking, I mean her siblings, especially Rob, they would listen to her record and everything. She's like, "Baby," and I used to hear people say this. Let me not say, but it was like, have you ever noticed that certain women that be around you, they'll be really soft spoken when they know they talk. What's up? But they, baby, I want to do this. That annoys a lot of people because they know they don't talk like that. And there's some guys that when they find the one they want to be with, they're just so affectionate and loving and kissing everywhere you go and look at. I know this couple that have been married for years. I went to high school with them. And the girl is watching her husband. The wife is watching her husband all through this event with classmates, with friends, and looking and glancing over at him wherever he goes, whoever he talks to. Then she goes around and she's talking, saying hello, and he's watching her as well. It's like the two of them are trying to make the other one jealous or do things they know would irritate the other. And it's like, what is the point of all of that? Is to make that person know that if they don't do right by you or they cheat on you, there's other people in the wing waiting. People play so many games, Capricorn, in relationships. A lot of times, Capricorn, you might go out places by yourself, in company, and people are attracted to you. You have this personable presence where people feel comfortable with you. They laugh with you, they joke with you, they talk with you. And people get jealous. People get jealous. It's like, this is your charisma. This is part of you. This is part of who you are. You can be standoffish at times, but when you know people and you're familiar with them, you can light up a room. You're like a diamond, shine like a diamond, they always tell you. You have that presence about you, which is really nice. Come on, Capricorn. Finding myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. And you see, Capricorn, that's why I tell you all how important it is to breathe, to listen to your intuition, and to follow it. Follow your dreams, follow your goals, so you can follow and achieve and secure your purpose. You are an organized individual that puts certain things in place to elevate you, propel you. And yet, you sometimes worry a big deal about what people think, because you know you're doing your best, you're giving 100%, and people act funny around you, and you start blaming yourself. But it's like, when you think about it, think of what you've already achieved in your life. Honestly, just relax for a minute. You know, we get into this breathing thing, but I want you to do one inhale, one exhale. Please inhale, exhale. Now breathe and ask yourself, what is it about you that people get upset about? I'll wait, in the Cat Williams voice. Think about it. Anytime you're on a venture to achieve something better and newer, and your seeds have been planted already, there are people that will come to try to dig up your seeds, because they know your potential, they know your growth, they know where you were and where you are. But you have to be better than you constantly criticizing yourself. You have to be, I know that you're hard on yourself and you're a critic, but do know that nobody is perfect. And when you're striving for something, even though you have, people that try to come up and dump on you, don't say anything. Just listen. People will spill their guts if you allow them. Just listen. Capricorn, when you're working towards a goal and people see you striving and believing and rewarding yourself as needed and practicing your breathing and taking care of you, rather than they do the same thing for themselves, they start to look at you with disdain and envy. They start smirking at you in different ways. Sometimes you think you see it. Sometimes you do see it. Sometimes you just don't want to see it. But when you start aligning yourself with your purpose, and you get your purpose revealed when you start digging down deeper and realizing that it's because of my skills, my knowledge, my thirst for knowledge, that people seem to aim at me and want to destroy what I have. I work hard for what I have. I put that sweat equity in, and I'm just on my way climbing and climbing again. Why are you trying to bring me down? When you catch people off guard, let me tell you, there was this lady in the, Walmart has those people in front of when you have the self-checkout. They try to pretend they're not looking at you, but you know they're looking at you, especially if you look a certain way. And I remember I was in there, and my daughter was with me, and she's like, Mom, that lady keeps looking at us and looking at us. So I said to her, there's no need to worry. We're not here to steal. We have money. We will pay for every item in our cart. She got so flustered. She's like, oh, no, I didn't mean that. That's not what I meant. Oh my gosh. And she got flustered. She turned red and she walked away real quick, because she knew what she was doing. And she was so obvious with it. Not everybody that goes in the stores is ready to steal. I know a lot of people do. But don't get it twisted. We're not the ones. And that's when you start finding yourself and recognizing how people look at you, the things that people say. Are they supportive? Are they wishing for your downfall? But when you align yourself with yourself and believe in yourself and force yourself to forge forward, these messages are automatically revealed to you. And you start picking sense out of nonsense and you start realizing it's not me, it's them. Because I'm doing what I always do. And you stand up strong with your head held high. Don't be embarrassed for people in their evil ways. That's what they do. They try to throw you off. That means that you're getting closer to achieving your goals. When people want to mess with you and play that crab in the bucket mentality, and you being happy and carefree and still climbing up the ladder, taking breathers when you need to, and all they doing is focusing on you because they want to know how you do it. How you do it, Capricorn? Where do you get that strength and tenacity and goodwill from? What are you doing? How are you still happy? And I remember a couple months ago you fell. They didn't know you had band-aids in your suitcase, in your bag, at your home, in your closet, in your desk drawer, and you put it on and you started again. People don't get that. And where do you find that strength from? It's embedded inside of you, and it's up to you to dig it up and pull it out. Because your job isn't finished. Your work isn't done. You're not completed with your tasks at hand. And when you start getting aligned with yourself, you start hearing different things. You be like, girl, don't you give that guy your number. Dude, you get with that female, you're going to be feeling it the rest of your life. Sometimes you will get inner feelings that's kind of letting you know the vibration they're receiving. This is what it's saying. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Have you ever met somebody and you just don't know what it is, but it's something about them you don't like? Have you ever met somebody and you don't know what it is and it's something about them that you love? That's how life is. And because of your experiences, you have to decipher what's real and what's fake. You have to be willing and able to embrace change, to embrace new people in your life. Maybe not all at one time, but if you're feeling a connection with someone, feel it out. Feel it out. When you're finding yourself, you also find your purpose. You find out why certain things happen a certain way, and you aim to be your best self. That's just part of it. That's part of it. Don't give up on you. When you're getting closer to arriving at your destination, expect the fireworks, expect the struggle, and expect the triumph. But you got to work for it, work on it, and grow from it. Period. Period with a T. It's about overcoming and living your life to the fullest extent. Your future is paved with diamonds on the path. And in order for you to fill your bag with diamonds, you have to be willing and able to forge through. Listen to the messages from other people. Believe in yourself and don't let go of your goals. Because if you keep going and you drop your goals along the side of the road, you'll never achieve them because you don't believe in it enough that you could get through to receive them. You may not recognize the importance of it, but listening to yourself will allow you the opportunity to not only manifest more and write it down and journal it, it's to accept who you are and look at your skills, look at your gifts and apply them to your life. They weren't given to you just for you to ignore them and act as though they don't exist. You have more inside of you, Capricorn, than you have actually released. You still have more to unveil. But you tense up and you allow limitations on your life when you're supposed to be free. It's up to you how you want to proceed, but just remember you have one life to live. Make sure that you balance it out. Make sure that you enjoy enjoyment in it. Make sure that you smile through the storms and believe in yourself. A lot of people do not. But when you start recognizing who you are, Capricorns, and being who you are, oh man, and having gratitude for your experiences as you keep going, your life is going to change forever as you continue to climb. Find yourself, release, and be intentional with your goals. Soon, it's happening soon. I'm going to contact you soon. So it's about to happen. Make sure you're aware of your feelings and what they mean to you and how you can apply them to your life if this is something you want to do. Because the time is coming very, very soon. Soon and very soon. It's coming. Your blessings are coming. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. So sorry for all the pain I've caused you. Didn't deserve any of it. You didn't deserve any of it. And you see, that's a big thing for you, Capricorn. Because a lot of times, people, when they've done you wrong, they expect you to come and, with your feminine and nurturing spirit, to come and give them that solace and that pat on the back to tell them it's going to be okay. But there are times when you feel like you should have known better. You did it and didn't think or care about the consequences. And if you want to even be with me, you need to apologize. You need to let me know how important I am in your life if you want to forge forward with me, because Capricorns love compliments. Like some signs, some people maybe, oh, don't bother, don't try to flatter me, don't say this, don't say that. Not every Capricorn is the same. I've seen Capricorn people, even in my own family, that just step back and say thank you. Thank you. I am great. Capricorns could be conceited too. I am great. Is that a problem? I want to thank you. I do my best. You know, I love Capricorns. Capricorns have a dry sense of humor at times. Sometimes they could hear a joke and fall out laughing by themselves. They don't need you to join in with the joke if they think something is funny. I'm telling you. And Capricorns could be fake at times too and pretend for the crowd. So, like, say if you, like, I was, I went to a homeowners association meeting because they wanted to hire people for the board and to do this and do that. So, they do the inquisition as to what do you do and blah, 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 blah. And I told them, I said, I remember I was in real estate, and they're like, oh, we were trying to figure out what you do. And I laughed, and I did the laugh with them, you know, but they were being so fake. I know they probably thought it was a drug dealer or something like that. People are funny how they give people labels until you could tell them different, or they research and find out different. But Capricorn, when you're working on your best self, there's going to be people for you and against you. It's part of life. You take it with a grain of salt. But when you know who you are, phew, forget it. When you come into your own, you will blossom like a beautiful flower. Keep going after your goals and dreams, because your future is looking beautiful. Beautiful. The question is, do you want to take this person with you? Because they apologize and they're saying they're sorry, and they coming to get you real soon. Y'all are going to be together. Is this a move you want to make? Is this a move you want to take? Is this the person you want to be with? There's needful questions you have to ask yourself, because all of these things are playing over and over in your head, and you're listening and absorbing the information. But are you listening to hear the response before responding? Good question. Good question, Capricorn. You know that y'all could be solemn at times, and you're really thinking through things through because you've been hurt before, and you don't want to fall into the same trap. And you're checking to see if this person has any signs that may even make you believe that this is not going to be a good fit. Relationships take time to build, but your top 5 things should be what you automatically see in this relationship, because it's letting you know that it's worth investing in it, because so much greatness is going to come out on the other side. But if you're not feeling that and you're not testing the waters, sometimes you'll look at something one day and the next day this is not what you thought it was. When you at a party and you're dancing and stuff and you have a few drinks, you may think this person is somebody you've been waiting for. And then daylight hits and you be like, damn, Ooh, this is not what I thought. Those dang drinks, you know, those Smirnoffs, that Hennessy, that rum and coke, that Bud Light. It was light, but it still gave me a bud. Okay, enough of the comedy. I'm just letting you know, be lighthearted about things that you want in your life, but be intentional on achieving them. You don't have to go in there like a bull. You're a sea goat. Go in there with your mind set on the outcome, set on the prize. So you could start from the achievement level and go back to make sure you get all your steps in, because you're stepping towards your goals and dreams, but you want to make sure you're stepping on the right path. So you have to stay focused on what it is you're working toward and figure out the steps to get there so you can get closer to achieving and finalizing that task that's on your behalf. But when you start out, forgive everybody for their nonsense, but be aware. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean they have to be part of your life. I have to tell people this all the time. Well, he did this or she did this, and you ended things, but you're right back where you started from, and with no lessons learned. When you get back with somebody from your past, make sure that, I'm sorry to say this because I am the first one to tell people no games, but you got to know if this is a waste of your time or not. Things that you know bother you and you have your list, because Capricorns, you write down everything. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, you write down everything. You don't be playing with people. On July 10th, 1997, you said that I'm nothing without you, and I'm here to tell you. They're like, what? You don't forget nothing. Nothing. You will hold people accountable for stuff that they did, because it will gnaw at your spirit, it will gnaw at your soul until you get that release of tension and this person acknowledges what they did wrong. Because the relationship will never mesh if that person doesn't admit the mistakes that they made. Not saying that you haven't made any, but what broke you up, you believe, is not on your end, it's on theirs. So you will always be looking out for your apology. You're going to forgive them for yourself because you know forgiveness is for you, but you're not going to take no mess from them. Capricorn, you could be a charging goat when you're ready. You just want to know that people value you and your time. And that's just how it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. If you can't line up and get in line with that, then what are we doing? We're wasting time. This is a bad investment. I'm moving on. You're you're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. And Capricorn, that's who you are. That's who you are. Someone may think they got you because of how loving you can be and exhibit love when you're trusting that person. But when you've trusted someone and they still burnt you, they could be trying to get back with you. You will never allow them to know exactly where they stand in a relationship with you, because they hurt you, so they don't deserve to hear each and everything you have to say. Now, you'll cuss out somebody in a minute, but this person does something to you because you do care about them, but you don't want to put your heart on the line again with them unless they acknowledge the fact that they were wrong. Whether they believe it or not is their business, but you will test them, and you want them to admit that they were wrong, their actions were wrong. And if they have any inclination that you two of you are going to get back together, that's something you will not give them a definite answer about. You're going to work through it, and you're going to figure out if they realize what they did. They do apologize to you, but to move back into your life, into your realm, is a little iffy. It could go, or, uh, you don't know. Because sometimes you think about somebody and you fantasize about them, and then you see them later and it's like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But the heart wants what it wants. So you have to figure out if this person is somebody that you want in your life. Was the debate, the separation, something worthy? Or was it just a nonsense thing and a way out? You have to ask yourself questions because you're going to be going through some love changes right now and you're trying to figure things out. But when they tell you about your future, remember, I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. They want it all from you. But they have to know, they know things are not the way it used to be. You could be going through the lingo and playing back and forth, but you know because of what they did, that trust model is gone. And then some people go a different route. They know the love that you share, the bond that you share. The trust is not there, but they keep an eye on you to see if you're going to slip up because they don't feel comfortable with you all the way again because you let them down. There's so many phases in life that we have to experience. And Capricorn, you know how to break things down, you know how to decipher things, and you know how to aim high. And you're asking yourself, is this relationship worth being a part of? Only you can answer that question. But do know a past love is returning to your life. They love you and they come in with it thick. They coming on thick because they see the two of you together. No matter what has happened, they have it in their mind that the two of you belong together. So you have to seriously think things through because if you don't want this person in your life, you're going to have to spit it out loud and clear because they're not going anywhere. So stay true to yourself and look for the signs and see if this person has changed. Feel how you feel with this person trying to get back into your life. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Capricorn, open your heart and be your best. And if you don't want to get back with that person, you don't have to. But in the next realm, you have to figure out what it is you want and who deserves to be there with you. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for visiting the channel. Thank you so much. Communicate and uplift and be your best self. Take care and talk soon. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Think about everything. Think about what you want. Ask yourself questions and make a move. Take care. Talk soon.